Hello, class. Welcome to Tuesday's check-in. I got the grading done. Fairly easy to do when our class is definitely smaller. Um, I wanted to do a review of what should go on at this point. Um, if you have any outstanding work, make sure to do it, get it in. I can't stress that enough. That I said in other videos too. You know, you definitely get the grade out of my courses that you're willing to get. So if you're missing an assignment, turn it in. If you're missing a discussion, go back and do it. If you have a problem with your labs or your projects, hop into that Google Hangout, ask questions. Um, you can send a class list email by simply clicking down on course materials and class list and sending a group email saying, hey, look, does anybody want to form a work group and negotiate a work time where you want to get together as a group and hammer out labs. Once again, using that WebEx meetings, very easy tool to work collaboratively. Um, and that's how you're really going to get through school is form groups. I can't stress that enough. Being a student since 2011, yeah, since about 2011, success really helps when you're, or to reach that success, forming groups and study groups to work in is going to increase your chances of succeeding in a particular course. Take it algebra, computer networking, programming, English, history. It's all going to help you get through that course a lot easier because you're seeing how other people do the same homework, maybe in different ways. What else? If I asked for something, make sure to turn it in. This week, we're looking at, once again, basic cryptography. These videos I'll delete today. Um, what I want to get down to is the Project 3 document. Let's see if it opens up for me. Um, Make sure to use this document, download it, and edit your answers in the lines. If you do submit pictures and then put in comments, that comment is duplicated for each picture that you submitted. So if you submitted I don't think at this one, we have 5 screenshots in this one. If you put comments in these lines here, so we have 4 lines, they're going to be duplicated 5 times, and that creates extra workload for me to look at what you're trying to submit and trying to say, okay, he talked about screenshot 17. I don't understand that's the first one, but when I move down to the second one, it gets a little bit more tricky because I'm looking for individual answers within lines. So make sure you use this. Oh, it says Dropbox one. The Dropbox should correspond to the project. That one, obviously, a typo that slipped through. But make sure you get those assignments into those projects. Once again, we're only doing one chapter this week. If you're still trying to do last week's stuff, get it in. If you're having a problem, hop in that Google Hangout and ask a question. That's the easiest way to get a hold of me. As some of you saw, I get back to you within, I think the longest time was about 30 minutes. I think I took back to get back to somebody. But that is a way to get a hold of me directly with that. If you have any questions about your grades, reach out. I'm happy to discuss grades with you. I'm happy to give you pointers on how to succeed in this class. Once again, I made this class. I know all the tips and tricks on best ways to succeed, as with all my classes, I guess I've made. But I want you guys to succeed and walk out of here with the grade you're comfortable with getting. And that's work you have to do. Once again, I don't give you a grade. In this course, I don't round up. CNG 132 is one of my only courses that I do not round up in because I give you extra credit chances. And extra credit is basically you going out in the real world and performing something. If we look at the discussions here near the bottom, there are 4 activities that I give you. The first one was find me on the internet. Second one was social engineering. Go out and practice these the best you can. Actually, now that places are open up, I bet you guards are down at this time. And we saw through discussion just how easy spam is to click on. Social engineering is just the same way. Actually, this morning I was looking at Facebook, and my friend who owns an automotive repair company asked a question about what was the first car people owned. And I was about to post on there like, you don't want to be asking that because that's a security question. Somebody who answers that question is then going to be given one of their answers away if they use that answer. Social engineering, very, very powerful tool. And of course, find me on the internet, very easy extra credit to get. The Google search will turn me up in a few places. And if you poke around even more, you can definitely find a lot more pictures of me on the internet. And yeah, I'm across social media too. And this is what attackers do. Basically, it's using openware. Um, to, yeah, openware. Basically, browsers and everything else um, to find information on that person. And I'll leave you guys with that. Once again, get those assignments in. Keep on working. Make sure you're logging in um, throughout the day. I hate to see spikes. Oh, I guess we did. Yeah, I hate to see spikes on the weekends. Um, just because that always puts a crunch on you and adds more stress to your workload. Um, I guarantee that there are people working from home. I guarantee there are people working. Had a student last semester that do her work at like 2 o'clock in the morning. Once again, if you get stuck at 2 o'clock in the morning, hop in that hangout, you know, ask for help. Oh, we're coming up near the part of the course where some of the um, project software will be either outdated, it'll be purchased by another company, um, and in that scenario, I do not accept homework that simply states what I already know. I'm going to click this one just to get out to the book. But yeah, if you say, well, this company was bought out, no longer in service, or this web blocker is no longer supported, I will mark a 0 on that project, and I expect you to go back and redo that project. A lot of the labs, I should say all the projects, have titles of what you're doing in that project. Once again, part of IT is trying to figure solutions to your problems. Um, and in this class, we're looking at security. So if a web blocker doesn't work, simply a quick Google search will open up a web blocker. Don't know what's going on there. We'll open up a web blocker, and you'll get a choice of a whole bunch of them. I think even with my um, antivirus, I can choose to block out specific pages that I want to. And my internet's going really slow today for some reason. So here we go. Basics of photography, hands-on projects. So if any of these, as any of your projects are no longer in use, make sure to just, like this one we see Project 3.1 using OpenPuff stenography. OpenPuff's been around for a very long time. Just shows you how to basically hide messages, create I forgot exactly what OpenPuff does. I thought I just created a hash. Oh no, okay, it's stenography. I'm sorry, I'm wrong. It just use a picture to hide your message in. Don't forget your password. Usually the only thing that hangs people up is they forget their password in this lab and they have to go back and redo it. But if you do come across a piece of software that's not working, remember, just look at the title. It does tell you what you're doing. Quick Google search will lead to that. If you're having issues, once again, return back to that Google Hangout, ask classmates, ask me for help. Once again, don't wait to don't hold off till the weekend to do this, because you always get set back even further and add more stress to your um, already compressed work schedule. This is a 15-week course, and we're trying to do it in 10 weeks. With that, I'll leave you guys. Have a great Tuesday, and reach out if you need any assistance.